Welcome to another episode of Roll Up a Power Up. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured. Alright, now what we here on today, Mr. Roll Up. Second teenagers to be tried as adult in murder case of Charleston tobacco shop employee. Y'all remember last video? I said I was getting on dog ass right down there in the corner. 14 and going to prison. This is Barack Williams. I'm on his ass. How about that?
A second teenage boy will be tried as an adult for the murder of a Charleston tobacco shop worker earlier this year. Bob Aaron found court documents shedding new light on the robbery turned murder of a 19-year-old.
A second teenage boy will be tried as an adult for the murder of Caden Martin, a 19-year-old clerk who was gunned down during a robbery at the tobacco and pipe shop in Charleston, January 30th. Judge Mary Claire Akers ordered Barack Williams, 14 at the time of the shooting, to face the felony murder charge as an adult, along with Brejon Williams Hampton, who was also 14 when Martin was killed. Court documents place Williams outside the store, opening the door several times and taking an item from near the door and putting it in his pocket, while Williams Hampton is inside and the apparent shooter. It appears Williams may have been acting as a lookout, although gunshot residue was found on his hands.
Without going into too much detail about the facts of the case, I will say that this individual was an active participant, but was not the triggerman.
The alleged triggerman in this case had already been moved to adult status. Now both teens face a potential life with mercy prison term if convicted. That would mean at least 15 years in custody. Even if a kid is moved to adult status and convicted, courts prohibit a life without parole term for juveniles.
You know, they are very young, and unfortunately, we are dealing with a situation where these very young men made very adult decisions that resulted in the life of an innocent person being taken. And so we have no choice but to move forward in pursuing these cases under the criminal jurisdiction of the court.
Court documents note an ice cream bar was among the items stolen in the robbery that took Martin's life, and that an ice cream bar wrapper was found in the backpack, matching the one used by Williams Hampton at the home of Barack Williams.
All right, y'all heard that, right? So, amongst the shooting, this guy get caught with the damn ice cream bar. One of the items that they stole from the shop. He got caught with the damn ice cream bar wrapper. All right, let's go for it.
Robbery at the tobacco and pipe shop in Charleston, January 30th. Judge Mary Claire Akers ordered Barack Williams 14.
All right. Now, is one reason in particular why I'm covering this situation right here. What's that, Mr. Roll Up? But y'all see it at the top in big bold letters. Case moved to adult status. Both 14-year-old murder suspects to be tried as adults. What I tell y'all before, the system do not care how young you are. When you out here committing these type of crimes, they got a place for you. And they can charge you as an adult. Again, with the whole juvenile lifer thing, it's like they give you the chance at juvenile lifer because of your mental capacity is not all the way there yet. But then I'm gonna put it like this. It's a thing called elements to a case, right? Elements to the case is what determines if a teenager can get juvenile life or if they're gonna be tried as an adult, right? Elements is basically the evidence of the case. Evidently, the elements of this case prove that what they did was just stupid for no reason. Most kids that get juvenile lifer is like on some self-defense type thing. This case wasn't self-defense at all. They went in a tobacco shop. They tried to rob the guy. They ended up killing him. They killed him. They took some items. And the one guy, the actual shooter, not this guy, because they said he was basically the lookout, but he a part of the case. The guy that was the shooter, he ended up stealing some ice cream along with whatever else that they stole after the damn crime happened, right? And got caught with the shit. This guy also got caught with gunpowder on his hand. So you could please believe that these guys is found guilty and they gonna get a long ass time in prison. I don't want to say life because I'm not sure. But if it ain't that, it's gonna be some long fucking term. And again, even if the judge do sentence them 20, 30 years or whatever, they get out in their 30s or 40s, or they be eligible to go see the parole board in their 30s and 40s. They still young, but it's up to the parole board to let them go. And a lot of times the parole board do not let these people go. That's why I do parole reaction, so y'all can see how it is behind the walls. They don't just let you go because the judge just sends you to that time. It's up to the parole board. So again, my one and only reason why I covered this was to show y'all that the DOJ will move your case to adult status as a teenager if they feel like what you did was intentional. Okay? So again, kids, teenagers, youngins, YNs, do not think that you can't go to prison for the rest of your life because you're young. This right here proves it. Case moved to adult status. How about that? It's been another episode of Roll Up a Poet. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured.